As we reflect on Daniel's faith and trial, we are reminded that even in the midst of our greatest challenges, God hears our prayers and stands by our side. Daniel's experience teaches us that perseverance in faith and commitment to God will always lead to divine strength and clarity, even when we face spiritual opposition. He loved God very much. Daniel was also very wise. The king saw this and made Daniel a leader. Daniel was in charge of many important things. The other leaders didn't like this. They were jealous of Daniel. They wanted to get rid of him, but Daniel was a good man. They couldn't find anything wrong with him. The jealous leaders huddled together. They whispered and plotted. "We have to find a way to get Daniel in trouble," one hissed. "But he's so honest. We can't find any fault in him," whined another. Then one of them smirked. "I have an idea. We'll use the king's new law against him." The others leaned in, eager to hear the wicked plan. They knew Daniel prayed to God every day. They would use this against him. The king loved his people. He cherished their loyalty and wanted to be the center of their lives. He wanted them to respect him, to honor him above all else. His desire for their admiration was immense. So he made a new law, a decree that would ensure his dominance and control over their hearts and minds. For the next 30 days, he declared, "No one can pray to anyone but me." This was his way of testing their loyalty. Daniel heard about the new law, but he wasn't scared. He knew that his faith was stronger than any earthly command. He knew God was stronger than any king. His trust in the divine was unwavering, and he believed in the power of his prayers. He went home and prayed, just like he always did. His routine of prayer was a testament to his steadfast faith. Daniel knelt by his window, the same window he had always used to connect with God. It was his sacred space. He looked up to heaven and gave thanks to God. His gratitude was boundless, and his prayers were filled with hope and trust. He wasn't going to let a bad law stop him from talking to his friend. Daniel's resolve was unbreakable, and his faith shone brightly in the face of adversity. Section 4. Into the Lion's Den. This is a story of faith, courage, and the ultimate test of loyalty. The jealous leaders were watching closely. They saw Daniel praying fervently 3 times a day by his window, despite the new law. They ran to the king and said, "Your Majesty, Daniel is breaking your law. He continues to pray to his God, defying your decree." The king was deeply troubled. He liked Daniel and respected his unwavering faith, but the law was clear and could not be undone. The king wrestled with his conscience. He knew Daniel was innocent, but he couldn't break his own law without losing his authority. Reluctantly, he ordered his guards to take Daniel away. The punishment for breaking the law was severe. Daniel was to be thrown into a den of lions. The pit was dark and filled with the roars of hungry lions. As Daniel was lowered into the den, the king called out, "May your God, whom you serve so faithfully, save you, Daniel." The king's heart was heavy with worry. Section 5. God's powerful protection. That night the king couldn't sleep. He was worried about Daniel. He paced back and forth. He missed his friend. Down in the den, Daniel wasn't scared. He knew God was with him. He closed his eyes and prayed. Suddenly a bright light filled the den. An angel appeared. The angel shut the lions' mouths. God had sent his angel to protect Daniel. Section 6. Daniel's deliverance and a king's change of heart. In the early morning light, the king, filled with anxiety and fear, rushed to the den where Daniel had been thrown the previous night. With a heart full of dread, he called out into the darkness, "Daniel! Daniel! Are you still alive?" His voice echoed, trembling with desperation. To his immense relief, a cheerful voice responded from within the den, "Yes, Your Majesty, I am unharmed." Daniel continued, "God sent his angel to protect me throughout the night." "The lions did not hurt me at all," Daniel explained. The king, seeing Daniel standing unharmed among the lions, was utterly amazed. The king's heart was moved, and he realized that Daniel's God was indeed real and powerful, capable of performing miracles. Without hesitation, he ordered his men to lift Daniel out of the den immediately. Once Daniel was safe, the king made a bold proclamation to his kingdom. He declared, "From this day forward, everyone in my kingdom must respect and honor the God of Daniel. He is the one true God who can do mighty things, and he has shown his power by saving Daniel from the lions." The people listened in awe and reverence, understanding the greatness of Daniel's God. The king, now filled with gratitude and respect, stood beside Daniel, acknowledging the divine intervention that had saved his life. From that day on, the kingdom lived in peace, with a newfound respect for the God who had delivered Daniel from the lion's den. If this message has touched you, we encourage you to like this video, share it with others who might need encouragement, and subscribe to Mysteries of God for more insights into the profound truths of the Bible. Stay connected with us as we continue to explore the mysteries of God's Word together. Be strong, be courageous, and let the peace of God reign in your heart.